Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Monday, the 17th of October, 2022. So, there's some good news and there's some bad news, all right? The good news is, overall, today was a pretty great streaming day when it came to the content. The Level 1 podcast today, we discussed several different pieces of gaming news, including a Silent Hill announcement coming out this week, an update on, sadly, G4 going out of business again, and many other topics, okay? So, it was a good show. As for The Evil Within, which was my first gameplay stream, we managed to beat it exactly in the amount of time we had. Don't ask me how, because I certainly didn't time it that way, but it just so happened that it worked out that way, that Chapter 14 and 15 are some of the longest chapters in the game, and between the grindy nature of the end, because I thank God I remembered that Chapter 15 had the grindiness it had, so I was ready for it, we were able to finish it off and beat it, okay? Pretty much my opinion has not changed of the game since I played it 8 years ago. There's parts about the game that I like. There's parts that I really don't like. I feel like there's a lot of missteps, and it does feel too much like an action game than a horror game. It's very linear with not a lot of exploration or real going off the rails kind of feeling. And because of that, I just don't think it's as good as a lot of people said it was at the time. I said as much back then as well. Still liked it. Unfortunate we can't do the DLCs because, remember, originally I played Evil Within on my PlayStation 4 8 years ago, so I own all the rights to the DLCs on Sony. I don't own the rights to the main game because I bought it physically. Now, I played it on Game Pass on Xbox, which means I had the game digitally, but I don't have the rights to the DLCs on Xbox. What are you going to do, right? Sucks. So, yeah, I can't play the DLCs even if I wanted to, and there's no way I'm rebuying them. That would be ridiculous. And, of course, incidentally, we just don't have time to play them now anyway. The playthrough took exactly the amount of time we had to play it before new releases start tomorrow. So, it is what it is. I had fun with it. Thanks to anyone who attended, supported, or otherwise is still watching that playthrough. Awesome that you guys watched the second run, which, in my opinion, I did much better this time than I did the first. The late stream was Monday Night Bites, where we made up for the fact that I did not do fishing last night for Sunday night. It was great. We had a chill time, lots of interactive conversation and fun. I caught more fish this week than last. Last week, I caught a record 88. I'm not going to spoil, but I will tell you, I topped that record tonight, okay, which is insane. I think I found a lure that's actually glitched that every fish in the game will bite no matter what. So, everything gameplay-wise, content-wise was well and good. Sadly, today was not a good support day. And what I mean by that is, on the first stream, I barely hit the tier 1 tip skull. Outside of that, I think maybe we had like one member and a few super chats, pretty slow. The second stream, we didn't even hit the tier 1 tip skull. We did have a few gifted memberships, which was nice, and we did have a few super chats, but for the most part, I'm not exaggerating. I did better yesterday only streaming once than I did today streaming twice. That's not good. And the good news is, though, this is the end of this style of content, meaning the old, finishing up the stuff from the summertime, the downtime stuff is now over. Starting tomorrow, every single day, we're doing new release content. So for those who've been waiting fervently for new releases and don't really care about the fact that I'm doing a second run in Evil Within and I'm doing late night chill streams, that is coming to a close, all right? Let's talk. Tomorrow, Tuesday the 18th, the premiere of A Plague Tale Requiem on the first stream. I'm very excited for it. The reviewers love the game. I'm pumped because I really like the first game. I cannot wait to play this one, okay? So, I hope you'll be here on that first stream for the Level 1 podcast, followed by a fun stream of Plague Tale Requiem. It should be a great time, okay? Tomorrow night, on the late stream, we're continuing with Scorn, which I started on Friday. Haven't had a chance to play again. We're getting back into it tomorrow night, all right? So tomorrow, it's literal, all new content all day long. And, for October buffs, it's Halloween horror content as well on both streams, all right? Wednesday is my final consecutive streaming day of the week. It's going to be more Plague Tale on the first stream. The late stream will either be more Scorn and likely the conclusion of the game, or if Disney Dreamlight Valley updates at any point during tomorrow or Wednesday, as it is being alluded to that it will, and it has the new content that's basically the Lion King characters, I want to do that Wednesday night because I love the Lion King. It's my favorite animated movie of all time. I would absolutely love to have characters of them in the game. But there's no guarantee it is. It's supposed to come out this week, but no one's 100% set it in stone or confirmed it. So we'll see what happens. If not, we'll probably finish Scorn on Wednesday night, so that's a shorter playthrough that's done. Okay? Now, I also came to a determination. I will be playing Gotham Knights starting this Friday. All right? I don't want to go into massive detail about it because I'm going to talk to you about my reasoning for this tomorrow on the Level 1 podcast. So, if you want to know why I'm playing Gotham Knights and not the new Mario plus Rabbids game, please come by to the podcast tomorrow morning, 10:45 a.m. Pacific time. I will explain in full my reasoning. And by the way, don't panic. If you really want to see me play the new Mario plus Rabbids game, I likely will play it at a future date, just after all these crazy new releases of the next several months. Maybe sometime in like late December, January, then we'll get to it. Okay? So, that was the day. I really hope tomorrow will be a better support day. I have 2 days left to raise enough funds for my day off on Thursday. Thank you to anyone who did support today. I really do appreciate that. But, you know, you got to hope for better, especially with double new releases tomorrow. Hopefully things will pick up. Okay? Guys, thank you so much. Have a good night. I will see you tomorrow for Plague Tale as well as Scorn. All right? Horror all day long. Peace out. Have a good one. See you in the morning.